What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Sprint gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Today we're talking about PlayStation 5 Pro and the fact that the list has now grown to 67 games supported at the launch date. Obviously there's going to be more that come after this, but at the moment we're at 67 titles. So I just want to go through those again just so you guys can see what's been added, what's been shown on the list, and what you can play day one. So total of 67 games. As you can see, this is a Reddit thread. I suggest if you're gonna get a PS5 Pro, definitely go to this Reddit thread. Just Google every PS5 Pro enhanced game, and there'll be an option coming up there. And I just suggest you follow this so you can keep an eye out, so you can kind of select what games you want to play day one. And this list is always getting updated. You'll see that they've actually added down here already God of War Ragnarok, which we already found out the other day that is now being patched for PS5 Pro. So Alan Wake 2. Now, this is one of the games I'm playing day one. This is one that's top of my list. I've just literally finished the first Alan Wake, or Alan Wake Remastered, on my PS5, and I really enjoyed it, actually. It was really good. I heard quite a lot of negative things about that game. I don't know why, but I really had a good time with it. I've seen people say it was really, really challenging and really, really difficult, but personally, I played it on the normal difficulty. Like, I always go like in the middle, and it was fine. Apex Legends, which is good. Obviously, it's nice to have some of these shooters and competitive shooters updated. I am sad to see that there's no Call of Duty on here yet. I'm very much hoping we get a Black Ops 6 patch. Obviously, that game's not going to be out. Well, actually, it's not out yet at all in general until like the 26th, I believe, of October. So I'm hoping we get Call of Duty, because that's one that would look really, really good. Assassin's Creed Shadows, we know it's been delayed. Callisto Protocol, which is huge. I'm actually going to go back and play the DLC for this game because I've not played the DLC yet. So I'm going to use the opportunity of the patch to go and play the DLC. The Crew Motorfest Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, which is really, really nice because that game's just come out, and I'm certainly going to replay that with enhanced graphics. Demon's Souls, Diablo 4, Dragon Age The Veilguard, which is obviously a brand new title I'm very looking forward to. Demon's Souls is another one I really want to dive into. Dragon's Dogma 2, which is a huge one because we want to see that 60 FPS or closer to 60 FPS. Dwarf Journey, Dynasty Warriors Origins, EAFC and EA College Football, Empire of Ants, Enlisted, Everspace 2, F124, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is a huge one for everybody because graphically this was a little bit bad on the base PS5 in performance mode. The First Descendant, Fortnite, God of War Ragnarok. This is obviously the new one has been added. There's no base God of War patch. I'm kind of hoping we do see something with the base God of War, because although I do kind of think we're going to be in a situation where we get a God of War remastered. I kind of see, if we're getting Horizon Zero Dawn remastered, I very much think they're going to do a God of War remastered. Sorry, I'm not feeling very well today, guys. I've been ill the last couple of days, and it's not a nice cold and sore throat. So Gran Turismo 7, Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, and Forbidden West, Last of Us Part 1 and 2 Remastered, Lies of P, which is one of the best games I've ever played. I love that game. Like a Dragon, Pirate, Yakuza in Hawaii. Now, I actually want to play the Yakuza games. I've never played one before, and I was told to play Yakuza 0 even before this one, so I need to go do that at some point very, very quickly, because I think they're pretty long games as well. Madden NFL 25, Marvel Rivals, Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, The Midnight Town Stories, Adam's Diary, Monster Hunter Wilds, Mortal Kombat 1, My Little Universe, Naraka, Blade Point, No Man's Sky, Outbreak, Shapes of Horror, Chromatic Split, Pro Baseball Spirits 2024-25, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Redacted, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil Village. I can't wait to play both of these games. Never played them myself, so it's definitely something I want to dive into. Retrieval, Rise of the Ronin, Rogue Flight. So still no Returnal on this list. I'm so desperately hoping we get a Returnal patch because it's one of my favorite games, and I would love to go back and replay that with enhanced graphics because it didn't look great on base PS5. It's good, but not the best. Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man games. Spine, this is Gun Fu, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Star Wars Outlaws. I wonder if we'll get the original Jedi Fallen Order. Probably not. I do like that game, and I hope that one does at some point. Stellar Blade, one of the best. Test Drive Unlimited, Solar Crown, Towers of this UFC 5, Unreal Kingdoms, Until Dawn. Of course, this looks amazing on PS5. I do wonder if this will now be patched to 60 frames, because obviously it's 30 right now. It doesn't bother me personally too much for a game like Until Dawn that's very story decision based and it's very slow paced. You're not charging around doing stuff, shooting and all this sort of stuff, so not too like bothersome for me. But in my opinion, it should have a 60 frames mode. Silent Hill 2 that I just started playing yesterday has a 60 frame mode, and it's Unreal Engine 5. It looks incredible. Silent Hill 2 looks absolutely insane. Until Dawn does look slightly better, but at the end of the day, I'd rather take a slight hit to resolution or whatever just to get this thing up to 60 frames. To have the option to do that is always good. Warframe, War Thunder, Wolverine, World of Warships. Oh, this is the Wolverine game, obviously, that's not even, you know, it's been confirmed that it's going to be patched by Insomniac, so that's interesting. World of Warships, Legends, and obviously PSVR 2 games, 2 Kayak VR, Mirage, Cube VR, and Subside. I don't know if maybe any of the, you guys will have to tell me if Village, because I believe, doesn't Resident Evil Village have a VR mode? I don't know if that's also included in that, but that is the list of all the current patched games. I'll leave it up on the screen for a bit longer actually, so you guys can just see again. But personally for me, I think Alan Wake 2 is going to be my first playthrough on this system. I kind of want to go on how long to beat and just see Alan Wake 2, because I'm really desperate to play the second game. It's 25 hours with main and extra. I always like to go for that. That's really not that long compared to something like if we go Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? Because really, I have to type, you know what websites are like, they need to improve search features of websites. Rebirth, yeah, so main plus extra 91 hours. So I feel like the best thing for me to do would be to do Alan Wake 2 first, and then we can dive into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because yeah, that's a very long game. What I'm desperate to play, as you can see behind me on my shelf, we have this side collector's edition right here. I did start playing this on the base PlayStation 5, but it just absolutely looked awful, and in performance mode at least, and I prefer 60 frames for a game like that. So personally for me, it just was not something I was going to do the whole playthrough there. But I really hope, there's a few games still I'm desperately hoping we get patched. I've seen a lot of you guys commenting on my videos, suggesting games that you would like to see patched as well, and they just haven't been. For me, the top ones right now, 100% Returnal. I would love to see Returnal patched. 100% Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I want to see some sort of patch where we get, I don't know, it's already 120 frames on the base PS5, but I'd like to see like a higher resolution, higher settings, just make it look even better at that at the 120. I think it's like 1440p 120. I think you could definitely get that thing to like 4K, upscale to 4K 120, and I think it would look really, really good. So those are two very big games that I would like to see patched. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired and ill. I just don't feel great. But there's a lot I want to see, a lot more that we should get added to this list over time. What I will say is just bear with them. Like, the developers will come out over time and say, yes, we're going to go back and patch this game. It's not something that's instant. We're not even at launch yet. And when we get to launch, we may get a bigger list. We may get more added. Over time, we're definitely going to get more added. Most new games are going to be added to the list of what's going to be patched. And PS4 titles, we need to find out. I've had a lot of comments also asking me what this boost mode is. We don't know yet. We haven't been told by Sony. So it's something that I'm looking to test with the small PS4 collection that I do have. I'm going to get more PS4 over time. I am collecting them, but I do want to test this like ultra boost mode that they call it on the PS5 Pro to see what that does for PlayStation 4 and what kind of stuff we can see there. But that's it for this video. Please leave a like, please subscribe, and I will see you in future content. Bye bye for now.